Hey, what's happening? Ragnell here. Hey, I wasn't going to do anything this week, but then I saw on the internet somebody done a recap for the Bird Rider raid. And while it was okay, it just didn't do it justice because I happened to be in the Bird Rider raid running T10 with IFL, Iron Forge League, and it was intense. So let me get you the lowdown on what really happened. I got it right here. I'm going to go through it, tell you what went down on that thing. Peep this. It was the Witch Doctor's War Gear. That's what we were fighting for. Looked like a pretty good set. It was Earth, Wind. I thought that's great because I had a pretty good lineup for this thing. So why not throw my dude out there, put him in the hat, and run for this thing and see if I can't get myself a new set of armor, a T10 armor. So initially, when the race started out, We Play to Win was leading our group in 6th place. Forget about 5th place, forget about 4th place. It was Q-Mob, and I don't even remember who it was after that. Those dudes were gone. It was from 6th place all the way back to about 13th, 14th that we had this crazy battle going down. So 11 guilds were going for 7 spots. You do the math, it just don't work. Somebody's going to get knocked out of this thing, right? Let's skip ahead. 21-hour mark. Okay, 21 hours into this thing. Unity is 550 million points off the pace. Get that, 550 million points. That's a lot of bosses you got to kill to catch up. Keep your eye on Unity. They continue to move, all right? 34 hours into this, Unity is now just one boss away from the top 10. You got just 3 Elite and Transcendent Knights. They're now out of it, okay? So we've gone from 11 guilds down to 9 guilds fighting for 7 spots, all right? That just puts 2 people on that bubble. 34-hour mark, Holy Hot Mess is still in control. Okay, they only got 14 hours to go. You look in 6th place. It's Holy Hot Mess. They're starting to set the pace. They're heading, they're leading the group that's going for top 10. They're in the perfect position. They're right where they want to be. Skip ahead 5 more hours at the 39-hour mark. Unity is now in 6th place, and they're the ones in control. So in 5 hours, Unity made that final push, and they continued to keep going on there. So hats off to Unity for taking and making the biggest move of the entire raid, from going all the way 550 million points out of it to leading in 6th place to setting that particular pace. 1.5 hours to go. I am in Iron Forge League. We're now in 7th place. Okay, we pulled out all the stops. We woke everybody up. They were hitting in their pajamas and doing all kinds of stuff. They were sleep hitting. We just hammered down. We're now in 7th place at that point. And Holy Hot Mess, who had been in 6th place and setting the pace, they're on the bubble. With an hour to go, the Vandals are still in the hunt. So we got 9 guilds going 7 spots here. 2 of them are going to be out. Final standings come in. The guild that I'm running with, Iron Forge League, they're in 6th place. We Play to Win. They hit it in 7th place. They were strong the entire time. They never let anybody gap them. Heartbreakers comes in at 8th. Unity, our biggest movers of the event, they stay in there. They finish in 9th. The D somehow manages to hold on because they were getting outpaced there towards the end in 10th. And, ooh, they just missed that. In 11th place, Holy Hot Mess. I'll bet every one of those players in there now has a Holy Hot Mess in their pants after missing that one. Vandals finishes in 12th. That's 2 guilds who basically did just as many points as everybody else, and they missed top 10. All they're going to do is fuse away that junky top 25 armor that they got. Let's put it in perspective, shall we? In our guild, Iron Forge League, we had 1 leech, which you always have to count that you're going to have at least 1 or 2 leeches in any given run that you do. So we happen to have 39 players pumping out the points for this raid, and we averaged 45 million points per player. Now, I personally did 61 million points. I was wore out from that thing, but we did score the 7th place. We secured top 10, and that's what we set out to do. We said we're going top 10. We went top 10, and it was really difficult, but we got it done. So all this intense battle, it was probably the most expensive top 10 raid that we've seen in a very, very long time. Raids are supposed to be cheaper than wars. This one was no cheaper than a war, and it was an intense battle for 48 hours, start to finish. Everybody wanted it. 9 guilds, 7 spots, 2 guilds didn't make it. I feel for you guys. I know that everybody in Holy Hot Mess and Vandals did just as much work and wanted that armor just as bad as we did, and it cost them the same. So maybe next time they'll hit it. We'll see what happens. Talk to you later. Ragnell out.